everyone. Let's do another review based on what happened yesterday. News overnight was that Bank of Japan kind of gave up and they said this will not raise interest rates during market instability. Nikkei obviously loved it. Where is it? And it tried to break out here but failed in the end. We were doing this, holding this trend line and caused a breakout here, but getting rejected by the gap down area. So given capitulation from the Bank of Japan, it's a lot less likely that we will retest the low this week. So right now the base case is that we go up at least until the next CPI print on Wednesday, or maybe Tuesday because we have PPI and maybe the market will get a reaction of PPI. Now we're sitting back at yesterday's highs, which in Qs is basically right around here. And we kind of got this scenario in which we go back to the AV up from the low, we hold, we go back up, and now we are at decision again, but much more likely to go up. I'll redraw this just to make it time accurate. This one way, basically did this. Now we're basically hovering here. Might see another rejection, but this time I think if we see another rejection, it will hold on the yearly AV up and 440. We will not longer go below 440 and eventually break out here and go to 465-ish. Now, implications of this are a bit strange. How I would, what would I compare it with is the Biden debate. What happened is everyone was long, or actually short the yen, basically with the carry trade, and it was shaking. Like we topped out a lot earlier. Top was July 10th, and we were basically around here, and it was breaking down already visibly. Then came the rate hike from the Bank of Japan, and that kind of got everyone scared, and we had a capitulation move. Now, you cannot say this shit without major implications. So, just like when the Biden had a debate, people saw his decline and couldn't unsee it, and we ended up getting him dropping out of the race. The same kind of thing will happen here. You cannot say this shit without major implication, and the major implication is something will break on the other side. So what we should be seeing here is actually this conviction being tested. So okay, you say you want to raise interest rates and you will be accommodative. Then let's see how accommodative you will actually be. So what I expect to happen in the next month or so is a full-on yen collapse because they said they won't do anything about it. So now the market is going to test them very fast and very furious. That are you really not going to do anything about it? And I'm expecting something like this. But because the market is correlated with this trade, then that means equities and US equities and the Nikkei as well should go and retest the all-time high. But given how things are playing out with the AI names, semi names, and this blow up here, I think it's very high probability that this is the last top of the cycle. And regardless of how low we go afterwards, I think we can do something like this. And then when we break down, we should be breaking down for real and at least do like the AV up from the low tag, like something like this, which is a lot lower. Actually, let me do it on Qs because to see the actual level. And there's two ways we can do this which is 374, or we can do this which is probably a bit lower, 361. Anyway, somewhere between these two should be the target of the next breakdown. Basically, we won't be holding here. We'll be going all the way down, potentially all the way down to this trend line here, which would be I don't know, for 330, something like this. Okay, so BOJ capitulating is whatever, and I strongly believe they will get retested tested on the other end, meaning yen will collapse, maybe not go this high, but certainly go at least up to here, like 160. Get positioning a bit, we had a small bump up, and again, maybe this was the bottom now that we had the BOG capitulation. There's still a chance to go down based on what happens on CPI, PPI next week, 13th to 14th, but we shall see. The base case now is no longer a low retest. We just go up, but uh, it's something I cannot predict at this point. Things are becoming a bit more complicated. Interesting info from yesterday. We had SMCY earnings. They missed EPS 625 versus 812, and small miss on estimate. The real news is that they announced a stock split. Initially, because fucking stock split, yay, stock splits are great. We had this kind of reaction, but it went in the lows, and now it's sitting at the low retest here. And this is among the reasons why I think we may have gotten a pop uh, in the AI bubble, because yeah, retest here. This is what I expected. Here it found sellers immediately, dumped back here. We might get a bounce today because the news from Japan is very good for equities. You see this large bullish divergence on the 4 hour, and I think we get a pop, uh, but margins were down, and the fact that we get a negative reaction on a stock split on one of the darlings of the AI bubble, it's kind of telling. So expect we go up, expect we go up. Uh, we may do a new all-time high, we may not, but this one is the last. And then we actually do a major pullback. Major meaning like 20% probably. Yeah, that's it for today. Have a good one. Bye bye.